the final game before the holiday season as the Jaguars at home taking on a familiar opponent. It's the Stars from Holy Angels. Alongside our BEC-TV crew, alongside Calvin Amundsen Geisel, this is Josh Powers. Should be a good matchup tonight between these teams. Jefferson started off the season great. They won their first 3, but they've lost their last 4. They're looking to snap that streak. Holy Angels, meanwhile, 5-2 this year, a team that got all the way to the state semifinals last year. Should be a strong test for the Jaguars. We'll have the starting lineups momentarily as you see the teams lined up now. So let's send it down to house level for the national anthem.
Let's be good sports. Thank you. And now we ask that you stand, remove your caps, face the flag, and respectfully join in the singing and playing of our national anthem. And now your starting lineups in alternating fashion. First for the visiting Stars of Holy Angels. A junior, 6-footer, number 1, Ella Pritchard. And for your Jaguars, a 5'7" junior guard, number 1, Emma Felt. For Holy Angels, a 5'10" senior, number 2, Grace Massaquoi. And for your Jaguars, a 5'7" junior guard, number 2, Courtney Anderson. For the Stars, a 6-foot sophomore, number 10, Kiera O'Rourke. For your Jaguars, a 5'7" senior guard, number 14, Emily Roach. For Holy Angels, a 5'9" junior, number 31, Elizabeth Pierce. And for your Jaguars, starting at forward, a 5'9" junior, number 15, Abby Jo Nelson. Rounding out the starting lineups for the Stars of Holy Angels, a senior, 6'1", number 42, Cassie Karen. And for your Jaguars, a 6'2" junior center, number 23, Angelina Chappell. The Stars are coached by Dan Woods, assisted by Joe Berg and Michelle Blexrud. Your Jaguars are coached by Paul Roach, assisted by Jimmy Rogers, Ellie Voyneg, Ellie Groendick, and Justin Lund. And managers, Secret Clay and Kelsey Bechtold. Your officials for tonight's contest, Nick Hovick, Mike Karnas, and Dennis Harris.
All right, just about ready to get this one underway. Josh Powers alongside Calvin Amundsen Geisel. Calvin, tell the viewers about yourself here. Welcome to BEC-TV. I know we had you on one game before, but tell everybody who you are and why you want to do this.
Yeah, so I'm a sophomore. I go to Jefferson. I promise not to try to be too biased towards Jefferson.
There you go.
But I want to do this because I want to make people laugh. I want to make people happy while they watch sports. You know? So here we go.
That's okay. We want Jefferson to win. This is a Jefferson broadcast. We'll point out all the good things that Holy Angels does. But you've seen this Jefferson team once before, Calvin. What can we expect from the Jaguars tonight?
Well, one thing that we can definitely expect from the Jaguars, a recurring stat that I've seen through the games that I've watched them play, they don't score as many points in the first half as they do in the second. If you check the stats, you'll notice that Jaguars have scored almost double the points in the second half than they have in the first half. But they also have let in like almost double the points in the second half than they have in the first half.
So
you could say they come up clutch, but you could also say they get tired.
Yeah, getting up to a strong start, key for Jefferson in this one, to your point. There's a block underneath. Ella Pritchard with the rejection for Holy Angels, but then they turn it over. It's a Holy Angels team, a little bit of a new look. They lost their leading scorer from last year, Frankie Vassalero. What a great team it was last year for Holy Angels. They went all the way to the state semifinals before losing. And it'll be a tough test for the Jaguars in this one, as you see Holy Angels coming out with a little three-quarter court pressure. A near steal, but grabbing a hold of it, Courtney Anderson for Jefferson. Really for them, when you look at it, Calvin, as Jefferson turns it over, Emily Roach, the coach's daughter, she is so critical, number 14 for Jefferson, to what they want to do offensively.
Yeah, she's got the most points in the entire team right now, and also most points per game, 10 points per game.
Person that's going to be problematic for Jefferson, patrolling the middle, number 42, Cassie Karen, averages over 20 a game. And the other key player for Holy Angels, number 2, Grace Massaquoi, also averages about 20. So those are the two key offensive players for Holy Angels, especially Cassie Karen. Her size at 6'1" is going to be a difficult matchup for a smaller Jaguar team.
And not only that, but since she's tall, she can probably shoot threes and go up for a layup.
We saw that a little bit last year. See Jefferson in a zone to start into that 1-2-2 trap, forces another turnover. Here is Massaquoi, draws the foul, shooting free throws. They're the two captains, by the way, too, Massaquoi and Karen. We mentioned Massaquoi at 5'10", more that guard, that slasher, but right at 20 points per game this year. Karen, by the way, had 41 points in a game earlier this year for Holy Angels, so she can really score underneath as Massaquoi makes the first free throw. Jefferson coming off of a 14-point loss at St. Louis Park.
Yeah, we really gotta hope Jefferson can get back in their stance. They've got 4 straight losses. We gotta hope they can find their rhythm and get themselves going against the Angels.
This pressure is difficult, and you see they've got Cassandra Karen at the top of that zone to deal with. They get it over to Anderson, lobbed over the top, three-pointer on target.
That was good decision making. You'll notice she almost went to pass to Chapel, but then she decided to step back and take the shot, which worked out perfectly.
So the first three for Jefferson, and a near block shot. It was Emma Felt, younger sister of former Jaguar Alyssa Felt, with the foul, and that will send Karen to the free throw line. Good to see Courtney Anderson hit that three-pointer. Jefferson's going to need to hit some outside shots if they want to come away with an upset win tonight. You see the good form from Karen. Second most free throws on the team, 72% this year. Not bad off of now 49 attempts, and trying to make all 3 here. One thing Jefferson can not afford in this game, Calvin, is to give Holy Angels free points. They're tough enough to defend. Karen makes all 3.
Yeah, this isn't going to be a tough game. The best scorer on the Angels, which happened to be Karen, has her points per game is double what Emily Roach, the highest scorer Jaguars, has.
There's Massaquoi able to get to the basket. Rebound put back no good by Pritchard. And the rebound secured by Chapel for the Jaguars. It's Angelina Chapel, now a junior. So is Abby Jo Nelson, but the bounce pass off target. And a turnover for the Jaguars. This is an experienced Jaguar team, Calvin. You look at all the seniors and juniors, literally everyone listed on the varsity roster, either from that senior or junior class, and they've been around for a while, especially this starting 5.
Yeah, not a single foul team.
Inside to Massaquoi, stolen by Abby Jo, and knocked out right in front of us by Holy Angels. Good defense there over the top by Abby, making up for that turnover on the other end. A lot of times players don't play till their junior and senior year, but that hasn't been the case with these bunch of Jaguars. Many played as freshmen 2 or 3 years ago. Is that three-pointer by Anderson no good?
And, you know, every so often you'll come across a team that, you know, they just have that chemistry. They've stuck together for so long. Now here they are. We have one here.
Massaquoi gives it on the wing. This is Elizabeth Pierce, and now to Kiera O'Rourke, a young sophomore for them, number 10. You see the mobility inside of Cassandra Karen. That is difficult to defend, Calvin.
Yeah, the Jaguars were expecting a pass right there and left the middle wide open.
Henderson drives, got into trouble, knocked away by Karen. Jefferson looking for an offensive foul there, didn't get it. And a jump ball will give it back to the Jaguars on the possession.
Yeah, you see Roach got up and she had a look at disbelief on her. How was that not a foul?
I think her dad agrees with daughter right there. Jefferson gets it back anyway. Good lob over the top to Abby Joe. Finds Felt, top of the key. Three-pointer, a little off, and the rebound taken down by Jenna Buer, who's off the Holy Angels bench, number 5. Also off their bench, number 4, Kaylee Karen, the younger sister of Cassandra Karen. The first Jaguar off the bench is in Simone Clay, another experienced Jaguar, now a senior this year, number 25. 9-3 Holy Angels, about 4 minutes into this one. And more free throws for the Stars as Jenna Buer is able to beat Chappell off the dribble. Jenna Buer makes the first off the Holy Angels bench, averages 9.3 per game. She's actually third on the team in average. This is the second. Just goes to show you, it really is Massaquoi and Karen as able to hit the three-pointer off the bench is Clay. So both of Jefferson's baskets have come from long distance. And the Holy Angels travel. Good for Simone Clay there, Calvin. She can really be a weapon for Jefferson off the bench.
Yeah, she's short, and so that may not think that gives her an advantage. She's short, meaning she can go in and drive and really nimble.
Speaking of drives, good dish to Chappell, but she can't finish. Jefferson missed a couple of layups. That was set up by Roach. Out of control with an extra step, and there's the travel. Goes Jenna Buer. Pretty easy call right there. They might give you that Euro step in the NBA, but that was a little bit more than a Euro. Jefferson gives it right back, though. Massaquoi left side dribble, partially blocked. It'll stay with Holy Angels. Good defense there from Jefferson, Calvin. Exactly what you want to do there. Make those shots as tough as possible.
I think at this point, even though Jaguars Jefferson isn't that bad, it's just the Holy Angels offense is just powering.
There's a three way off the mark. Jefferson can't get to the rebound. Cassandra Karen kept it alive. There's another three from distance, and it's Kaylee Karen. She missed the first one, but not the second. First three-pointer for Holy Angels.
That play you just saw there was perfectly executed by the Stars. They got the ball back, tossed it around the court, got that open shot.
On the drive, Felt hit from behind, and Massaquoi picks up the foul. Good aggressive take right there from Emma Felt. First foul of the game on Holy Angels. Jefferson has committed 3. love to get Massaquoi or Cassandra Karen in foul trouble if you're the Jaguars. Feld averaging 9.3 points per game, Calvin, third on the team. It's balanced scoring for Jefferson. You got Roach and Caroline Heeman, who we haven't seen yet today, both at 10 points per game. Then you've got Felt at 8, Abby Jo and Chappell at about 7.
See, that's the thing. That's one of the major differences in scoring. You know, you have, like you were saying, you have the Jefferson team, you got their points pretty spread out, and then you have Richfield has 2 players at 20 points per game, and then the player after that, highest point per game, is 9 points. So scoring is not leveled out.
You can do it a bunch of different ways, that's for sure. Here's another 3 launched by Buer, no good, but another offensive rebound. Massaquoi, no. Abby Jo corrals it, but then can't get it up court. It'll go back to the Stars. Here's O'Rourke for the Stars back in, along with Vivian Carter, an 8th grader, number 34. Buer tries again, and this time knocks it down. And this is a key stretch for Holy Angels with Cassandra Karen on the bench. Another beautiful feed, and it's an and one chance for the Jaguars. That's Hannah Bach, who's in the lineup for the Jaguars, number 35, making an instant impact. But a beautiful pass here from Roach, Calvin. Bach unable to complete the 3-point play. 6-point Holy Angels lead here, about 6 minutes in. Ella Pritchard go to the free throw line. That's the second foul on Abby Jo. She may have to check out. We'll see what Paul Roach decides to do here with still a lot of time left in this first half. A lot of free throws here for Holy Angels. It's already 9 free throw attempts in less than 7 minutes. Knocked away again by Abby Jo inside. So an empty trip for Holy Angels. Again, another turnover, Calvin. That's been the problem for Jefferson so far. Too many turnovers against this pressure.
Yeah, they just don't have a rhythm. As soon as the game started, the Angels took control of the ball, took control of the game, and took the Jaguars right out of rhythm. Hopefully they can get that back soon.
Another possession with Cassandra Karen on the bench. They go to the 8th grader. Wild shot off the mark by Carter, tracked down again by Abby Jo, playing with those 2 fouls. Roach pushes the tempo. Dribble drive by Felt, but it's a travel and another turnover. So 11-10 left here in the first half. The Holy Angels leading 16-10. The Stars have won 5 out of their last 6. Their only loss was last time out against Shakopee on the road. Fell by a couple of buckets. Here's Pritchard, another dribble drive, and this one off glass for Ella Pritchard. And an 8-point lead as Pritchard knocks it away over there by Santa Claus at the scorer's table. Calvin, what'd you ask for Christmas? Okay. Hopefully. Now a little half-court trap. 1-2-2, and it's another turnover. O'Rourke heads the other way. Here's Buer, 3-pointer. It may have been partially blocked. Good show there by Roach to be a factor in that miss. Chapel on the inside, had it knocked away by Pritchard. O'Rourke kicks it out. They swing it around, and the three-pointer in and out. Nearly for the 8th grader there, Carter. 10 minutes left first half. Jefferson just needs to get more shots up right now. Trailing by 8, and there's one that finds the bottom for Emma Felt. That's the 3rd three already for Jefferson. Buer not bashful. That's Holy Angels' 3rd three of the half. Knocked away Massaquoi. Anderson recovers. And got it out to Roach. Felt wide open again. She'll pass on it this time. Down the lane, little floater, no. Chapel keeping it alive. Good reset here by Jefferson. Get the ball inside, it's Chapel, and free throws coming. I like that. They were very patient there, Calvin, and it worked out for them.
Yeah, they just happened to slow down the Stars defense, and they get their stuff together, and they can get those shots up.
There are openings offensively. If Jefferson can break that pressure, there are players wide open on the back end of it, but the challenge has been getting it across.
I think what you're seeing is number 14, Emily Roach. She was, well, she's been pulled now, but she was getting into the rhythm. She was starting to go fast. She was passing really far. She was getting all of her passes in. So I think if they can get the rest of the Jefferson team to do that, then they can start getting out to the Stars.
Yeah, she's been distributing. You like to see her find more shots, but there have been just wide open takes for Jefferson off of her passes as Chapel gets 1 of 2. 7-point Holy Angels lead. Stars have not trailed in this game. Cassandra Karen off the mark. Rebound grab by Ava Langer, who's in the game for Jefferson, number 4. Belt to Abby Joe in the corner, another deflected pass. Cassandra Karen again. This is Pierce. Looked like a possible travel and then a block from Abby Joe. Anderson wide open for the Jaguar. Layup and missed it. Boy, she's missed a couple. Felt keeps it alive. That one, no. And Chapel able to track it down. It's 3 missed layups for the Jaguars. It could be much closer in this game. Felt will try it again. Chapel, good hustle. And draws a foul. Well, you love to see that, Calvin. She was out near the 3-point line when that shot was taken, and she was the one that tracked down the board.
Yeah, sometimes those tall guys don't get the credit because guys who sit in the paint, you know, they get the rebounds, they get the ups. But yeah, you were right. She was up way out, and she came right in and got the ball back, got that foul.
Roach on the bench, remember, for Jefferson. They go inside out. Felt just missed a 3, so she'll pass on that one. They swing it nicely. Abby Joe, baseline attack. No, got it back. No foul called on either shot there. Here's Pritchard. Cassandra Karen to the basket. Every dribble drive from her, Calvin, has been with that right hand. If you're Jefferson, you have to make her go left. She will ball fake you just to get to that right hand. Seen it now 4 times. Jefferson will need to adjust to that.
Yeah, and it is such a force. When she goes barreling down through the paint, it's like nothing can stop her.
I mean, there's a reason she averages 20 points per game, Calvin.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Pretty darn good player, and Holy Angels have had their fair share through the years. You look at a couple players right now at the D1 level making an impact from previous Holy Angels seasons. And Kennedy, for that matter. You've got Destiny Oberg, who spent her final year with Kennedy, but most of her time with Holy Angels, she's playing for Arkansas in the SEC. Here's a nice press break, and Anderson's missed 3 layups, and Chapel can't get that one to go.
It's like the ball
more free throws, but that should be another 2 points in the bank
It's like the ball just doesn't want to go into the hoop. She got it up. Chapel got it up there and just kind of bounced and wriggled out. Hopefully she can get some points right here.
Courtney Anderson missing out on some chances here. Chapel, one of those Jaguar juniors, averaging 7.7 points per game. Anderson doing the little things though, tracks down that rebound. Abby Jo gets the whistle this time, and again it spins out.
If this was around October, I'd say they were haunted.
My goodness. You look at, we were mentioning it though, Destiny Oberg, former Holy Angels player with Arkansas, and then of course you've got Laura Bagwell-Katalinich playing for the U of M for Lindsay Whalen. Transfer from Ivy League schools out east, doing a great job for them. So Holy Angels, they've had their fair share of talent under Coach Dan Woods in the last 5-6 years. Good first half defensively for Abby Jo Nelson, now starting to pitch in with the points. Jefferson hanging around in this one, only down by 6 with all the turnovers they've had. It could be much worse. They made that shot difficult for Cassandra Karen, and it's Anderson on the rebound. They swing it around to Clay. Closed out well, though, by Buer. Anderson wide open, and the three-pointer goes. Well, she's struggling with the layups, but the three-pointers aren't a problem. That's 2 of them for Anderson. And it's one and done for the Stars on the other end.
Yeah, the Jaguars getting their mojo back, and that may be just
Anderson,
as important as their physical.
And it's Chapel on the rebound, put back. All of a sudden, it's a 1-point game. Jefferson was down 8 earlier. And a foul on Holy Angels. We're going the other way. A lot of momentum right now, Calvin, on the side of the Columbia Blue. And Dan Woods knows that too. Holy Angels timeout. He's not on the bench tonight. It looks like it's assistant coach Joe Berg on the reins for Holy Angels, but nonetheless a timeout from the bench.
Yeah, that was a quick turn of events. I mean, it seemed like the Holy Angels had this thing the whole way, and then now suddenly, like you said, it's a 1-point game.
Well, we've said it all first half, Calvin. There are wide open shots to be had if you can break that pressure. We've seen that the last couple of times down an open 3. You got some layups. Jefferson's also hitting the offensive glass. Chapel doing a great job tracking down some loose balls.
Yeah, they got it back. But I think with these timeouts is it's not about giving the players a break. It's about, giving them a mental reset. For the Holy Angels, they're kind of don't know what they're doing right now. But if they can get that mental reset, come back out, maybe they can get the rhythm back that they had before at the beginning of the game.
12-5 Jefferson run since Holy Angels had its largest lead at 18-10. And a lot of that was with Emily Roach on the bench, and now she's back out there for Jefferson. So a good time to do it. Your leading scorer on the bench, you can cut into a big lead. Paul Roach will take that every time. Anderson trying to withstand the pressure, and it's travel. Cassandra Karen and O'Rourke really stood their ground there. That's where that height comes into play. We go back to Cassandra Karen, little elbow jumper, airballed it. And the baseline official not really sure of the call, asking for some help. And it'll stay with Holy Angels, looks like the right call. Lob off target to Karen, tracks it down again, no over and back, had not established possession. Again, trying to drive right side, blocked away, but a foul on Felt. Tough call there. Again, we said it, but every drive from Cassandra Karen goes to that right hand. She's been able to get to the free throw line here in the first half, that's for sure. Phone rattles in and out. He is 5 out of 6 from the line so far.
I think both teams are doing pretty well with their free throw shooting.
Good percentage from both. We'll recap that at the break. 2-point Holy Angels lead. Over the top lob, and another Jaguar mistake. They can't quite deal with that pressure that time. Here's Buer. I thought she was going to put that one up. She's been trigger happy. A little bit more patience there from Buer, and she gets it to drop. That's 9 points for Buer to lead them in scoring. Another steal. It's Cassandra Karen for the layup, and another Jaguar foul. This might be the third on Abby Jo Nelson. That would be a problem. It is. Jefferson also has 3 fouls on Emma Felt, so not good if you're Paul Roach. A couple players with 3 fouls, and there's still more than 5 minutes left in the first half. Another 2 makes. Pushes the Stars lead back to 6, a 5-0 run. Here's Anderson, she'll try another layup, and again it doesn't go. This is kind of crazy, Calvin. I mean, we've seen her swish 2 long-distance threes, and she's 0 for 5 on layups. That was a contested one, not super easy, but
I think it's the
good
pressure.
gracious.
I think it's the pressure she's putting on herself. She goes up there, and she seems to have this need to get it off of her hands as fast as she can, and that's what's causing her to miss. Is she's just trying to get rid of it.
Here's Felt, good design play. They get her open for 3, and she hits from the corner. That was well drawn up there from Paul Roach on that out-of-bounds play as Jefferson takes the timeout. And how about Felt? Playing with 3 fouls, but they need her right now. She leads Jefferson with 8 first-half points.
Yeah, and it's mostly been threes, too. That's what I remember.
Yeah. That's 5 3-point makes for Jefferson. We said it at the top, Calvin. Holy Angels has the size advantage underneath. Jefferson's going to have to make some 3-pointers in this game, and boy, you take 5 in each half if you're the Jaguars. 10 3-point makes in a game would be a pretty good number to get to.
I think you have to go with that because the Holy Angels defense is really tough right now. So if they can get those 3-pointers in and make those jump shots, and they're not doing too bad with them either. So if they can get those in, then that might be the key to winning. And remember, they're only 3 points down, so it's not like they're losing by a lot.
Yeah, we've talked about it a couple times with all the turnovers Jefferson has had and the foul trouble they've been in. Each team has 7 fouls, but Jefferson has 2 players with 3. This could be a lot larger of a Holy Angels lead. Sandra Karen, high post. Left-handed drive, spins back right, got it off glass, so she showed you a little bit of something different. Able to get the 2. Roach pushing the tempo, wide open is Chappell. Passes to Clay, also wide open, and another 3 for Simone Clay.
Just like I was saying, Josh.
Well, we said there's wide open shots if you can break that pressure. 3-pointer, no. Massaquoi digs it out of there. Cassandra Karen for 3. Well, you mentioned it earlier, she can hit that 3, and boy, what a first half she has had. 15 points now. That's, if she's hitting that shot, Calvin, not much Jefferson can do about it. She's tough enough to guard on the dribble drive and in the post. When she's mixing in threes, awful tough to stop for anybody.
Yeah, once you become unpredictable, then it becomes hard for them to guard you, and you can do almost anything.
Chappell, high post, good ball movement there for Jefferson. They'll give Angelina that shot, it appears. Clay going inside. It's a 1-and-1. for Simone Clays. Jefferson also into the penalty. Second on Pierce. And Simone Clay for the Jaguars averages 2.8 points off the bench. Nice make there on the 1-and-1. Well above her season average. That's 7 first-half points from her, and Jefferson needs performances like that from some of their role players. The game against a favored opponent. That one no good. 33-29, 3:40 remaining. There's that right-handed dribble drive. Good help, D. Nearly a turnover. Karen again left and draws the foul. You can just tell it's just so much less explosive on that left-handed drive, and it was nearly a block. Tough foul there on Roach. That's her second.
Yeah, if she can manage that left-handed drive, then she'll be good to go for the rest of the game.
16 points now for Cassandra Karen.
But the thing is, if the Jaguars can't defend against the right-handed drive, then what chance do they have against the left?
She's already had one sequence where she made all 3 free throws. One fouled on a 3. She's trying to do it again here. Mentioned she had 41 points in one of their earlier games. She's on target to have a similar kind of night here. All 3 down again.
It definitely shows why she has 144 total points.
Abby Jo trapped in a corner. Timeout Jefferson. Paul Roach takes it. It's a second charge timeout for the Jaguars. Holiday season coming up. I hope you're got your plans settled in and have a very safe, happy, and prosperous Christmas, Hanukkah, and whatever you're celebrating. New Year's coming up as well. What are your plans, Calvin, for the holiday break here as one of the Jaguar students?
Well, I'm gonna be in Minnesota for Christmas, but I'm gonna go to Denver and see my dad's extended family. So that'll be fun.
What has this year been like for you, Calvin, as you're back in school now, here full-time? Pretty good stuff after, had to be a tough first freshman year for you, right? You're trying to get used to that high school experience, and you had to do a lot of it virtually. Not easy.
Yeah. And then once you come back to regular school, you know, they toughen it up again because they can't make exceptions for you since they're not online anymore. So it's been a little tough, but, you know, we've gotten pretty good at figuring it out.
Massaquoi, look at that high arcing shot. It was a quiet first half for her with just 4 points until that basket. All of a sudden that Holy Angels lead back up to 9. Jefferson had it down to a point. They've missed some easy shots. Chappell doesn't miss that one though. Been surprised at how easy it's been for Jefferson to get to the basket against Holy Angels. Just seen wide open lanes, even that previous possession, just nobody covering Abby Jo Nelson. She's able to walk right in, missed another layup for Jefferson.
Well, you know, it could be fatigue. You know, the Angels came out really hard, and most of the players they've been playing so far have stayed in. So, you know, they could just be getting tired. And luckily for them, though, it's only 2 minutes until the half ends. So,
see Cassandra Karen just continuing that great night. Great left-handed drive there, able to get it. Chappell, another offensive rebound and another basket. And how about Angelina Chappell with 9 points in the first half? Cassandra Karen, a heat check. No good. If that would have gone down, Jefferson might as well have just left the court right there. Into Chappell one more time, can't get it. Another missed chance right at the hoop for the Jaguars. O'Rourke crosses over on a beautiful drive. First basket for Kiera O'Rourke. That's that tempo the Stars like, up tempo. Here's Clay, will try to do it again. This one's short. Rebound, Abby Jo. Emily Roach! Might have been her first shot attempt of the game. No rust right there as she cans that three. Buer just hoists it up. Not a good shot, but the Stars will keep it. 7 threes now for Jefferson. And Emily Roach finally getting some offense going. Buer, just an awful shot there, bailed out by it being an air ball. Sandra Karen, what else is new, Calvin? She's going back to the free throw line.
If she can keep making these threes, if she can keep making these 3 free throws, then that could definitely help a lot in this game, because it may seem like the Stars are winning, but they're not up. They're only up by 6.
Hopefully she doesn't make 3 free throws here. She's only
7.
allowed 2. But that's 12 free throw makes in the first half for Karen.
At this rate, she's going to get to her average points per game with just the free throws.
Right. She's already over at total with now 21 points as that one spins out. 7-point lead, a minute to play. Good pass from Abby Jo. Finds the wide open Hannah Bach.
And the defense is starting to crack.
They've got Cassandra Karen. That one nearly fell. Jefferson on the move. You need to help out Roach here. And a hip check on Buer. And Jefferson in the bonus, as I mentioned. It's the 9th foul, so it's still a 1-and-1. Again, only a 5-point lead. Well, it's almost like if Jefferson gets it across half court, Holy Angels just stops playing defense. We have just seen wide open threes, wide open layups.
Yeah, the holes in the defense are like Swiss cheese right now, man.
Jefferson could be leading this game if they converted on a lot of those interior chances. Good sub here. You take out Abby Jo Nelson playing with the 3 fouls. As well as Felt also coming out there with 3. Roach misses the front end. Buer checks the clock. Plenty of time. And the 8th grader misses. Massaquoi the offensive board. More free throws for Holy Angels. Finally another foul by someone other than Felt, Abby Jo, and Emily Roach. Clay picks up 1.
See, the thing about Massaquoi is when she gets a rebound, she often will just go straight back up with it when any other player would go out, reset. She ends up getting a lot of fouls that way, but it's also really unexpected at the same time.
Yeah, she had taken the most free throws on the team this season until tonight. Certainly passed by Karen after all those free throw attempts in the first half for her. 6-point lead. Anderson, another 3 is good. Courtney Anderson has 3 threes. Only a 3-point lead. Buer left open. That's too strong. A final chance for the Jaguars, perhaps. Roach checks the clock. Pulls up to tie it. And it hits the back of the rim, but in a first half where Jefferson trailed almost the whole way, and is by as many as 9 points here, Calvin, to be down by 3 points with all the foul troubles and turnovers they had is not a bad place to be.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. You know how I was talking before the game about how the Jaguars have scored, and they haven't scored like too much in the first half, but they've scored double that in the second half. So if Jefferson can just follow the stats, they have a good shot at winning.
Yeah, 41 points in the first half. You're going to take that pretty much every time. I think the challenge here, Calvin, for Jefferson defensively, number one, how in the world are they going to stop Cassandra Karen, 21 points in the first half? And number two, they've got to keep Holy Angels at a much lower total in the second half, but 44 points allowed. Again, Jefferson will not be able to win tonight.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Jefferson has let in a lot of points in the second half, which might show how fatigued they are. So if they let in as many points, maybe even more, that won't be good, because it seems like right now their offense is just barely keeping up with the score.
Well, still a good first half for Jefferson. 9 3-pointers in total for the Jaguars and 41 points on the board. Only trailing by 3 as we head to halftime. We'll take a short break. Second half coming up next. Jaguar girls basketball here tonight on BEC-TV.
Todd's a great guy. I mean, look at him. What a sweetheart. Attaboy. Wait, Todd, what are you doing? How totally selfish and un-Todd-like of you. Come on, Todd. Come on, man.
Back at Jefferson High School, ready to start the second half as Holy Angels leads Jefferson 44-41 alongside our BEC-TV crew and alongside Calvin Amundsen Geisel, Jaguar sophomore student. My name is Josh Powers. Exciting first half if you like points. 85 points combined between these teams. Jefferson hit 9 threes. That's really why they're in it. Starting off this second half, a little zone defense, a little new look. Cassandra Karen, she was the star for the Stars in the first half with 21, but it's put back and in there by Grace Massaquoi for the first basket of the second half. What do you think Jefferson needs to do here second half, Calvin?
Well, here's the thing. With the first half, the Holy Angels came out and they just rocked it. So if Jefferson can do the same thing and generally keep the momentum on their side, keep the defense straight and, get fouled and make sure they're doing the right things, then they just have to do the fundamentals, basically. Just be there, know what they're doing, get those shots in.
Great defense there in transition by Emily Roach, forcing the turnover. Quiet first half for her offensively. She was more of a distributor. Finished with just 3 points. Who would have thought Jefferson would score 41 points in a half? And just 3 would come from Emily Roach, but you saw it happen. Anderson traveling there.
Yeah, I think Emily Roach has also been a big motivational boost to the Jaguars. She's always been in this game. Hasn't slowed down a little bit.
I think the zone also may be trying to mitigate this foul situation for Jefferson. 2 players with 3 each. Abby Jo Nelson and also Emma Felt with 3. Something to watch for the Jaguars. On the inside, Massaquoi working against a larger Chappell, and Chappell with the deflection. For the Stars, Ella Pritchard does have 3 fouls for them. Little zone look for Holy Angels as well. They find the middle of that zone with Abby Jo. Emily Roach for 3, no. That would have been the 10th 3-point field goal for Jefferson. Here's Pritchard with the 3 fouls and a charge. That's number 4 as Emily Roach was in position to draw it. And that'll prompt Buer to come off the bench. So Ella Pritchard now on the bench with 4 fouls. Came in averaging just 3.3 points per game. Held to just 2 tonight. Holy Angels has never trailed in this game, but Jefferson's gotten it close a couple different times. Abby Jo Nelson gets it to drop. First field goal for her. Something about that first half. You had no field goals from Abby Jo, just 3 points from Emily Roach, and Jefferson was able to get 41. We talked about that balanced scoring, and you saw it there in that first half, Calvin. Everyone contributing.
Yeah, the good factors are all piling up for the Jaguars here in the second. They got a really high-scoring second half total, and they're really keeping up the score. So they can just do that, and it's hard to notice maybe on the television, but the Jaguars really have the momentum here. They for the first time all night, they're looking really confident.
As we say that, Holy Angels gets back-to-back buckets from their premier players. Cassandra Karen now with 23, and then Massaquoi into double figures now with 11 after that steal and layup. Abby Jo right back, but couldn't get that one to drop. Cassandra Karen from NBA range, no. Buer the rebound, couldn't go anywhere. Massaquoi had it blocked. Angelina Chappell, a factor down low. I think it's safe to say, Calvin, Cassandra Karen is feeling it tonight. We've seen her take a couple of extremely deep threes. That one was from near the logo. 7-point Stars lead. Into Chappell, inside out. Deflected away, and then Holy Angels foul. Good hustle by Anderson. Got in position just enough to draw that foul.
That was unfortunate for Anderson. As she fell, the ball came up and smacked her right in the face. Yeah. Hopefully she's okay.
Looks like she's blinking a little bit extra over there, but I think she's okay. Good hustle, though. You love to see it. When we talked about her, she's missed some layups in this one, but she's also hit some threes and made a lot of hustle plays. Abby Jo there just leaving her unattested. Misses that one. Rebound and a pass to nobody by Pierce. Deflected away by O'Rourke. She's ahead of the pack. Layup, no. And Roach outfights Massaquoi for it and then delivers a shove. She'll get called for the foul. Just a little bit too aggressive there, bumping into Cassandra Karen.
Yeah, she was trying so hard to keep that ball, and her body just seemed to get away from her, and she accidentally had that shove.
Little extra bump. Now she has 3 fouls, Emily Roach. See how Holy Angels attacks this zone. Buer's going to launch, you know that. That one's short and bounces up over the top.
You can see if anyone's faltering on the Angels, it's definitely not Karen.
No, 23 points. Holy Angels, by the way, they were 16 out of 22 from the free throw line in the first half. High number of free throws, especially in a first half. You might see that in a second half if you get a team trying to hold on to a lead late. Roach hammered down low.
You could hear that one. That was tough.
Sandra Karen helping her up after committing that foul. Good give and go there.
Yeah, I could see just smacked right in the face.
Good sportsmanship by Karen, trying to block that shot, not trying to hit Emily Roach in the face, of course. Jefferson not bad at the line from the first half. They didn't have 22 attempts but like Holy Angels, but they were able to have 12 attempts. They converted on 7, so now 8 out of 13 as a team. Back to a 5-point deficit. Jefferson continues to just hang around. They've never trailed by more than 9, but they've also never led in this game. Got to within 1 midway through the first half. It's as close as they've been. Buer is going to launch it again, this time able to connect. Jenna Buer with 12 points. Her third 3. Clay skips it across. It's intercepted by Massaquoi. And back to the free throw line. So the turnover bug there. Holy Angels is too athletic, Calvin. Jefferson's going to be hard-pressed to complete passes like that are cross-court.
Yeah, all the Stars players are really tall, and then you have players in the Jaguars like Simone Clay who are too small, almost too small to be competing against these players. I don't mean that personally, but at this rate, it's sort of true.
Massaquoi had a slow start to the game. As she misses the second, it's grabbed though by Karen, but now all the way up to 12 points. Into Massaquoi, that doesn't work because of Angelina Chappell. She has really played well down low. A number of deflections, blocks, turnovers forced by 23 in Columbia Blue. Chappell free throw line. Left that one short. I think she needs to attempt that shot though. That's the player at the free throw line that Holy Angels have been leaving wide open all game. Blocking call here, and that might be 4 on Emily Roach. Courtney Anderson immediately pops up off the bench, and it is number 4 on Emily. So now Jefferson also has a player with 4 fouls, but they also have 2 with 3 still. They need Emily Roach in this game to help deal with that Holy Angels pressure, and she's going to be out for a bit. We'll see how long. Just over 12 minutes remaining. Another deflection there from Courtney Anderson. Sandra Karen, you'd think, would be the option here with the night she's had, 23 points. Timeout taken. Joe Berg assuming head coaching duties tonight for Holy Angels with Dan Woods unavailable. Second timeout taken by Holy Angels. So 11:58 left in the second half. Right now, Holy Angels has matched its largest lead, Calvin. They've had it on a couple of different occasions at 9 points.
Yeah, I was counting on the Jaguars to come back and push up their offense, but it seems like the Holy Angels are just stuck to it, and they haven't gotten anywhere. Also, another thing, it seems like both teams are getting pretty aggressive. There have been a couple fouls, Emily Roach getting slapped in the face, and Emily Roach also aggressively shoving opposing players. They don't mean to, it's just their adrenaline's running high and they're tired. It's harder to control their bodies. But it's still pretty good basketball overall.
Just 1 field goal so far in the second half for Jefferson. A little bit slower pace with both teams playing a zone. This one's deflected. Jefferson ball.
That was almost a nasty collision. They almost hit heads.
And with the game being at a slower tempo this half, Jefferson can't afford to fall behind by too much more here. This is where they miss Roach, a ball handling presence against this defense. They get it across this time, but then Clay travels.
There seem to be three or four of these accidental travels tonight.
That tempo gets you sped up, do things a little bit quicker. What it's designed to do. This is Kaylee Karen. Step back three. Got the bounce. Second three for the younger sister of Cassandra. Anderson from the corner, too strong. It's Bach though with the rebound. Anderson had it, stolen by O'Rourke. Karen again from NBA range, no good. Not sure if you need that one, Calvin. With a 12-point lead, maybe work on that clock a little bit.
Yeah, at this point in the game, with the Holy Angels up by so many points, it's not that they're up by a lot, but if they can just keep this pace, then they're good to go to win the game.
O'Rourke, another loose ball. Good pass underneath to Buer. Massaquoi, offensive rebound. Largest lead for Holy Angels. Jefferson may need a timeout. Things starting to get away a little bit from the Jaguars here.
You're right. The Jaguars need a mental reset here.
Inside to Bach, no good, got it back. They swing it to Clay, three-pointer from the wing, no. The Stars pushing it again, it's Buer. Too strong, Kaylee Karen, no good. Bach secures the rebound. Emma Felt transition and bumped. O'Rourke picking up the foul.
I think a major part of this is that the Holy Angels, their defense is playing way up. Now, the Jaguars have been getting down the court without too much of a problem. But the thing about them playing the defense so far up is that that means it takes them a while for them to get the ball there. And so that means that it's harder for the Jaguars to change the ball with different hands. And it also means that they can't be as speedy with their shots as they'd like to be. It takes them longer to even get to the basket. And that's a major part of what's fueling the Holy Angels run right here.
Kaylee Karen is able to get it to Buer. Jenna Buer with an and one. You mentioned the Stars defense, and Paul Roach is going to take a timeout here before this free throw with now a 16-point lead, but we have not seen the wide open layups underneath that Jefferson enjoyed a lot in the first half, and they've had some wide open threes, haven't hit them in this half, and they've been held by a much better Stars defense in the second half to only 4 points, and we're almost midway through the second half.
Yeah, things aren't going well for the Jaguars right now. The thing is, everyone's exhausted. You know, all the best players have been left in, and they're just tired. So the appeal to drive and get hit and get fouled, it doesn't feel very good right now. So they're probably more likely to take those jump shots and those three-pointers and probably not score as many because they just don't want to get bashed again.
Holy Angels trying for win number 6 on the season. Jefferson, they won their first 3. Coming off of losses to Orono, St. Louis Park. They're going to be playing at the Mayo Civic Center over the holiday break. They're going to take on Rochester John Marshall, little holiday tournament down in Rochester. Next home game for Jefferson, January 4th. It'll be a brand new year. Hardly believe 2021 is almost over.
Yeah, feels like just yesterday a pandemic was starting.
Well, hopefully that's on the way out.
Yeah, that'd be very nice.
But who would have thought almost 2 years ago now, thinking back to the last basketball game we did March 2020, and the pandemic still is going on. Rare free throw miss there for the visitors. Buer has really chipped in for them with 14 points. Not that they need any scoring help with Cassandra Karen having 23, but it's been a strong game for Buer. She's hoisted up a lot of shots to get those points, but she's got them nonetheless. And now O'Rourke with an offensive rebound, and Emily Roach may have just fouled out. So Jefferson's leading scorer will spend the last 9:08 as a spectator.
That's quite unfortunate for the Jaguars. And it wasn't that she was scoring a lot of points. It was just she was a motivator. You know, she was keeping the team around. She was distributing the ball.
Yep.
So it's not just that she was scoring goals; it's that she was keeping the team up.
Good defender, too, that Jefferson will miss in Emily Roach. One of just 2 seniors on this team along with Clay. She's been starting since her freshman year for Jefferson. Be plenty more games, but not one that she will put in the scrapbook, that's for sure.
Yeah.
O'Rourke makes them both. Anderson just got clobbered by Kaylee Karen. 5th team foul on Holy Angels. It was 44-41 at the half, so Holy Angels 19-4 this half, outscoring Jefferson midway through it. It was a bad pass, but it finds Chappell. And now great step through from Abby Jo Nelson. Abby Jo up to 6 points. O'Rourke deflected, blocked away by Angelina Chappell.
Yeah, the Jaguars almost left that lane open, then Chappell came out of nowhere and stopped it.
Younger sister of former Jaguar Harrison Chappell. Here's a 3 from the 8th grader Carter. It's wide left. Anderson pushing the tempo and will draw the foul. And now both teams will be in the penalty with the next whistle, and that is not a good sign for Holy Angels. Cassandra Karen holding her left ankle and in a lot of pain. Boy, oh my goodness. You never want to see that, especially a player so talented. What a great night she's had with 23 points.
Yeah, she collided with Anderson, then her foot landed awkwardly, partially on the shoe of Anderson, and so it just, you don't want to see that. This is quite unfortunate.
Yeah, we won't give that one another look, but you can see it there. Hopefully it's nothing more than a tweak, but in a lot of pain right now after such a great performance. Holy Angels, that's a player that they can, well, we will show it. Avert your eyes here. It's a player that they really can't afford to be without for an extended amount. So important to what they do on both ends. Let's throw it to a quick break as they're going to help up here Cassandra Karen. More to come here, second half here on BEC-TV. All right, back at Jefferson High School, there's the score with 8:34 left, but all eyes right there on Cassandra Karen, 23 points in the game and in a lot of pain after that twisted ankle, and I would imagine her night is done, and hopefully it's just for tonight. Who knows? They're looking at it now on the Holy Angels bench. Alongside our crew, alongside Jaguar sophomore Calvin Amundsen Geisel, Josh Powers with you. Jefferson never led in this game. They got to within 1 on a couple occasions. They trailed by 3 at the half, but Holy Angels has extended it out to 14 points now after that lay-in by Abby Jo Nelson. Emily Roach, Jefferson's leading scorer, has also fouled out already in this game. So it's a long uphill climb, but Holy Angels' best player also is on the bench right now, of course. O'Rourke, a little push off, got away with it and got the bucket. So that'll be the challenge for Holy Angels here the last 8 minutes. Where does their offense come from? They run so much through Cassandra Karen.
If the Jaguars can get this all right, they can use this opportunity to get themselves back into this game.
Another offensive board, swatted away by Massaquoi. And O'Rourke tied up. It'll be a 1-and-1. That's the 4th foul on Emma Felt.
The Jaguars would hate to lose her. They need her out there.
We need bodies at this point. They've already got 1 fouled out. And Jefferson into the penalty again. Holy Angels shot 22 free throws in the first half. Nearly 30 for the game. O'Rourke hits the 1-and-1. She might be their key player from a ball handling standpoint here the rest of the way. Promising player. Graphic listed as a junior there. Sophomore in our program. 18-point lead for a team that last year went all the way to the state semifinals. They've been to the state tournament a bunch in the last decade. Anderson hits her 4th three. A dozen now, all coming on threes from Courtney Anderson. .15 lead. O'Rourke to Buer. Runner left it short, may have been a pass, who knows, it was way off either way. But it deflected again by O'Rourke. Drops it off beautifully to Massaquoi. Boy, Kiera O'Rourke has really come alive for Holy Angels here. Free throw line area again wide open, a miss. Chappell gets a second try at it and puts it in. Chappell now with 10 points. Here's O'Rourke again. Another beautiful feed. Buer, but missed it. It'll go back to Jefferson.
Missed opportunity right there. She put it up with just a little bit too much power and it popped out.
Jefferson's going to need some more mistakes like that for Holy Angels.
They're down by 15 right now.
Quick shots help Jefferson too. Holy Angels in that zone. Three from Felt. Perfect! Emma Felt also in double digits now. 12-point game. Chappell, the turnover. O'Rourke strips it away from Langer. Great feed again from O'Rourke. And it's Kaylee Karen with the layup. .14 lead. Chappell inside out. Abby Joe, her three is good. Abby Joe, another Jaguar double-figure scorer. As O'Rourke doing everything right now for Holy Angels right now, playing without Massaquoi and of course without Cassandra Karen.
Now their main focus should be O'Rourke. What they gotta notice is that O'Rourke is dominantly going straight in with her right hand. She'll switch around half court from her left to her right and she'll drive all the way or pass it. If they can just stop her from doing that and keep her on her left, that would be a great help.
1-on-1 and she gets it, just averages 7.6 points per game. Just 2 in the first half. Six in the second half, so it's still just an 8-point night, but she is, don't have assist totals, but she has a number of them here in the second half and also defensive plays. 12-point game once again. They go inside out to Felt. O'Rourke is pesky too at that length. Good pass, Felt open. Jefferson wanted the foul on the three-pointer. Loose ball. Anderson open on the wing. Chappell the board. Another chance for Angelina Chappell.
They did not give up on that one.
O'Rourke fouled again. The final 1 and 1.
See, O'Rourke came down the court, tried to switch to a right hand, but there was too much interference around her. And so here we are. She was stopped.
First foul on Ava Langer. Good hustle by Langer to keep it alive. Then Chappell, she has been a problem for Holy Angels, especially now with Cassandra Karen out.
When you're the tallest player on the court, you're always going to be a problem.
That's why they never wanted me to play basketball, Calvin.
Yeah?
The height was always an issue.
Really?
74-62, 4:30 left. Jefferson playing hard. You're trying to come back without their best scorer on the bench. Chappell, they leave her open. Off the mark. Massaquoi tracks it down. Belt with 4 fouls has to give up the easy one, but Massaquoi missed it but got it back. 18 now for Massaquoi. So you got their 2 players that average about 40 per game, and they've combined for 41. And this will go to Holy Angels, apparently. Seemed kind of baffling how that could go over to the Stars, but apparently the official had a better look than we did. Jefferson will continue with pressure, just trying to speed up this game and get extra possessions. Foul on Langer. Holy Angels in the double bonus the rest of the way.
Last 4 minutes of the game. Basically here you just gotta not crack, gotta stick to it, keep driving.
This is the 32nd free throw of the night attempted by Holy Angels.
Just by Holy Angels?
Jefferson with just 14. That one short, tracked down by Pritchard. Buer, and more free throws coming. And Emma Felt is also fouled out. So now 2 Jaguars disqualified on fouls. Paul Roach taking his time here, 30 seconds, deciding who to bring in. And it's Anderson. You are now with 15, and it's back to a 16-point game. Jefferson couldn't quite get it under that double-digit mark here in this rally. And Jefferson has 2 of their top 3 scorers on the bench with 5 personal fouls, as O'Rourke with another deflection. Anderson corner, pocket three-pointer, no. Pritchard the rebound. Massaquoi in traffic, probably should have backed that out. Nowhere to go inside. Stars continue to push the tempo even with the big lead. Anderson will launch again, this one's short. And head coach for the night, Joe Berg, tells his team to slow up a little bit, and then they don't. And it's a carry violation and a turnover. think Holy Angels really knows one speed here, Calvin. They continue to keep that foot on the gas pedal.
Yeah, and that's the main problem for the Jaguars right now. If you see their shots, they seem to think that they have to get rid of the ball as soon as possible. And it's true, they only have 3 minutes left. But if they can sacrifice just 1 second, you know, just a quick, just to get the ball in instead of accidentally missing it, you know, it's so much better for the team. You know, if they can sacrifice a second to score a couple of points, because they're not too far behind yet.
Jefferson's going to get a sub in. Don't have number 5 listed in our program. We'll try to track that down. 2-point field goal there for Jefferson. Make it a 15-point game again. Abby Jo Nelson now with 13 points to lead Jefferson. Four players tonight for Jefferson in double figures, but the bad news is they've allowed 79 points to Holy Angels, which is a season high in terms of an opponent against the Jaguars in scoring. Previous high was 78. Orono put that up a couple of games ago. 2 minutes to play. Some keep away here from Holy Angels.
Some tight defense here.
Clay will commit the foul.
What you might have noticed is that every single time they passed to O'Rourke, she went down right. She didn't go left at all. This is why, it's mostly why the ball stayed on this side of the court.
They've needed O'Rourke as stepping up for the free throw, Pritchard. And Holy Angels top player Cassandra Karen going out at about the 7-minute mark with a twisted ankle. We hope that's it in terms of the extent of that injury. She's got it iced and elevated over on the Holy Angels bench. But O'Rourke and others have continued to maintain the lead as it's O'Rourke with another steal. I think Jefferson calling for no more fouls here. Coach Roach waving the white flag. It was a good effort on this comeback, but Jefferson never could get it quite under 10 points. Finally a foul here on Clay. It'll be her fourth, and O'Rourke to the free throw line. Terrific second half for her. Holy Angels going to be a factor again. In terms of section play, we'll talk more about that second half of the year.
The thing about these free throws, I mean, this game is probably already lost at this point, but when the game was at 2 or 3 minutes, those little free throws, they were only 1 point, but they were such a mood killer for the Jaguars because it was, you know, just another point they had to make up. And they just couldn't make it up. Simple as that.
Good free throw shooting always helps come playoff time, and certainly it appears Holy Angels, what we've seen tonight, a very good free throw shooting team. You get a player like Cassandra Karen to the free throw line. She's going to convert at a pretty high rate. Here's Chappell. Great night for her. Can't get that one. And it'll go over to Holy Angels. Chappell with 12. This is the second most points Jefferson has scored in a game this year, so good to see their offense get going. Got those 9 threes in the first half. They finished with 12 three-pointers for Jefferson. Offensively, that's what they needed to do. Just a few too many turnovers. Not enough stops defensively here in this one. goodness. Holy Angels never trailed in this game. They win at 82-64, improving to 6-2. Jefferson falls to 3-5. Final thoughts from you on this one, Calvin?
Well, see, the thing about Jefferson, I mean, you have to give props to both teams, but
Right.
Jefferson, whenever they've lost the game, their run differential, or their point differential, excuse me, is only 21 points. Now it's probably 40-some points. But my point is they haven't lost by much. They're still a hard team. They play hard every time they come out. But, you know, the Angels were just out here the whole time. You know, they had their offense going all the time. Even when their star player got injured, you know, they came back. They played hard. They wouldn't let the offense for the Jaguars surge. So, I mean, you have to give props to both teams. It wasn't like the Jaguars did badly. It was, to me, it was just more that the Angels did better than they did.
Yeah, Holy Angels, a team that got to the state semifinals for a reason, and they returned players like Massaquoi, Cassandra Karen from that team, and you saw they were certainly a factor tonight. Calvin, appreciate having you on the broadcast. Hope to do it again. Best of luck here as you close out the first half of your sophomore year here at Jefferson.
Thank you very much.
All right, he's Calvin Amundsen Geisel. I'm Josh Powers. For our BEC-TV crew, happy holidays. Hope you have a great new year. Again, our final score, Holy Angels 82, Jefferson 64. Good night from Jefferson High School.